Hey everyone, Clay from Brooklyn, football with the fellas. It's all about Big Blue. Here to do the mock draft Monday thing again. I mean, hey, it's Monday, and we've lost again. We're now 2-10. So I feel like mock draft Monday should be in the house. So that's what I did. But before I show you what I picked, do me a favor, grab that like button, like, share, subscribe, comment. You know the drill. Let's keep this going. Mazo and I really appreciate your support, and it helps grow the channel. So I did a mock draft Monday because, listen, we should be doing this every week and getting to know more and more about the college players who might be able to come in next year and earn a job on our team, earn a few spots on our team, especially on defense. I know a lot of people seem to think that we need help on offense. We just scored 27 points against Detroit, the fifth ranked defense in the NFL in Detroit, without Malik Neighbors, without Cam Scatterboot, without Jackson Dart. I'm sorry, offense is not the problem. We just have to be able to stop people every now and then. So here's what I did. I used PFF, shout out to PFF for this, providing this technology. And as of right now, for the draft for today, we'd have the second overall pick. And so we started with the second overall pick, and I immediately traded down. We don't need a quarterback. We don't need a left tackle. We don't need a wide receiver one. We don't need an edge rusher one. So those are the kind of people that you typically pick with the first overall pick in the draft. If there was a Deion Sanders, cornerback, maybe I'd take him first. I think is a very good cornerback, but not second overall pick good. And so I traded down. I traded down with the Raiders. The Raiders were at the fifth overall pick in the draft, according to PFF. So what I did is I gave them our second overall pick. They gave me their fifth pick in the first round. They gave me their second round pick number 37 overall. And they gave me their first and fourth round picks next year in 2027, which is supposed to be a stocked draft. We'll see, but nevertheless, an extra first is always good. And honestly, I think that's realistic given that they were trading up for a quarterback. Teams go crazy when they're trying to trade up for a quarterback. In this mock draft, Ruben Bain went first overall. So the second overall pick was going to be the choice of whatever quarterback you want. So I think teams would definitely pay a lot for the right to pick between Ty Simpson and whoever else, Fernando Mendoza, whoever else they think is worthy of that quarterback slot. And in this particular draft, they took Ty Simpson with the second overall pick that we gave them. Whatever. So then we had the fifth pick, and I picked Mansour Delane, the cornerback out of LSU that I've been picking frequently. I really, really think he's going to be a good cornerback, and I really think we need a good cornerback. Obviously, I'd love to see what he does in the combine, but I picked Mansour Delane. So now in the second round, we have picks 34 and 37, right? Our second overall pick would be in the second round would be pick number 34, and the Raiders' fifth overall pick in the second round would be pick number 37. With pick number 34, I picked inside linebacker C.J. Allen from Georgia. We clearly need some help at inside linebacker. He is a sideline-to-sideline tackling machine, and that's what we need. And then with the 37th pick, I picked wide receiver Chris Bell out of Louisville. Now, I have not always been taking a wide receiver this early, but Chris Bell, I think, looks like someone who would be a very good value at pick number 37. And obviously, we could use another good-sized, good talented wide receiver, and Chris Bell is that. So I went with him. Part of why I did that is because I've been did a little deeper dive on Bklyn, the safety out of Oregon that I've been picking in this slot many times. And honestly, the last game I watched of him, I was not as impressed as I had hoped to be. So I'm a little bit further down on Bklyn than I had been prior to this week. So I'm not saying he's not a good football player. I'm not saying I wouldn't take him in the third or fourth round, but I don't think I would take him in the early second round anymore. I just don't think he's that guy. Maybe he will do something later in the year and change my mind again. But as of right now, I'm out on Bklyn in like a top 40 or 50 pick. Okay, so as you know, we don't have a third round pick, but we do have a fourth round pick. And with that fourth round pick, once again, I picked Caden Green, offensive lineman out of Missouri. Probably going to play tackle, but I believe he probably could also play guard. And if we don't re-sign Jermaine Illuminor, which sadly seems like a possibility, but if we don't, uh, I think that this would be a very good time to pick another tackle. And even if we do, frankly, because Andrew Thomas gets hurt a lot, and Jermaine Illuminor is on the wrong side of 30. So having another one isn't a bad idea anyway. I think Marcus Bowe is going to move inside the guard next year. I'm really hoping Marcus Bowe moves inside the guard next year. I think that it's time to move on from at least one of our guards. And I think Caden Green at having some more depth on the offensive line would be a good idea. And then with the fifth round pick, I picked Davison Igbinosun, who I've taken a few times before. He's a cornerback out of Ohio State who is extremely athletic, but very handsy, grabby. And last year, not 2025, but 2024, he led the nation in penalties, which is not good at all. I think he had something like 15 or 16 penalties last year. And this year, he's cut that down significantly. I think he has fewer than 5 this year. So the athleticism is still there. And now he seems to have figured out a little bit better how to not be as handsy and grabby. And I think he will continue to get better with good coaching and over time, and as he gets more, experience and mature. And NFL coaching will hopefully show him how to continue that progress because he's as good an athlete as any cornerback in the country. And if he can learn how to, channel that in the right direction. Now, maybe he won't. Not everybody does. I mean, listen, Tay Banks is a great athlete, but not a great cornerback. But I think in round 5, that's a good time to pick a Davison Igbinosun. I think he'll actually be gone before then in real life, but that's who I picked. And so that was I did a 5-round mock. I should have said that at the top, a 5-round mock. That was my picks for this particular mock draft Monday. Again, Mansour Delane, CJ Allen, Chris Bell, Caden Green, and Davison Igbinosun. But I also added next year a first and a fourth from the Raiders, who will probably not be very good next year. So those will be very, very valuable picks. So there you have it. That's what I did. And I'd love to hear your comments and thoughts about what I did and about what you would do. But for now, Clay from Brooklyn, football with the fellas, all about Big Blue, and I'm out.
Big shout out to L Marquee Productions, the talent behind the music and production here at Football with the Fellas. It's all about Big Blue. Their beats bring energy and excitement to every episode. El Marquis' skills in mixing, mastering, and creating top quality sound make the podcast come alive each week. For your own projects, check out lmarquisproductions.com and take your sound to the next level.